Hello everyone! For today's puzzle we are looking for a mate in 4 moves for white. Now white has a rook and a pawn, and the black king is stuck on the h file, and the black has only a light squared bishop and 2 pawns. And I want you to pause the video and see if you can find a mating idea for white, and come back when you're ready, and we will go through together. Good luck! Alright, do you think that you found it? Well, if you try with something like g6, black cannot play king h8 because white now has a mate in 1 move, which is of course rook b8. So black will instead play king h6, and from here there is not much progress for white. If we try with something like rook b4, and I don't know, black has bishop c2 at least, and the black king just isn't gonna be mated. And this again, bishop c2, and there's nothing here for white, and yeah, a waiting move with bishop c2, and white cannot mate black. So g6 does not work, and if we try with, for example, rook g6, idea being to capture on g7, then black wins by pinning our rook. Oh no, and black will win this. So that does not work either. And if we try with rook b4, looking to send the rook to h4, mating black, then black can play bishop h5, kicking this white king away. So for example, after king f8, black king escapes, and there is no mate. And of course, capturing this pawn on b3 is just gonna be losing for white. And something like rook b8 doesn't lead to anything either. I could play maybe bishop h5, and yeah, there's no progress for white there. And some sort of a waiting move like rook d6, then black again could play bishop h5, and if we try to make a waiting move with the white king instead, doesn't lead to anything. Black plays maybe bishop c2, and if we come back here with the king, king f8, king f7, black could play bishop e4, and if white tries to take the pawn, then black wins the rook in the game. So moving the king doesn't do anything. Black will just wait with the bishop. So, and then if we try with a crazy move like rook f6, g takes f6, g6 check, and then black has king h6, g7, and now after b2, if we create a queen here, can you see how black wins this game? Of course, it's by creating a pin, bishop b3, a skewer, and if when the king moves, black will take the queen and promote the pawn. So rook f6 does not work either, but it was a very nice idea with creating a pass pawn for the g pawn. And we can do that in another way, and that is by playing rook h6, another crazy move. But what's the difference? Well, after black takes on h6, then we have g6, and can you see the difference? This time black cannot play king h6, so black can only play king h8, and g7 check, black has only king h7, and then we finish off with promoting the pawn and winning the game. So just to show it again, rook h6, g takes h6, G6 check, King H8, G7, King H7, promote to Queen, checkmate. And just to illustrate again that the difference was that in this variation, black could go to H6 and G7 would not come with a check. So, did you find this crazy move, Rook H6? Do you think that any of your friends or family can find it? Show it to them and write a comment if you or anyone could spot it. And I will see you in the next chess puzzle. Bye for now.